What's up guys, Arisu here. Today I bring you the Make It Click for DSR Phase 4 and Intermission. We're going to be using the NAPS strats, the NAUR strats, and as well as the way that I look at the mechanic. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Like the video, like it. If you dislike it, vámonos. So we're now on P4, and basically the very first thing that you want to do is go stack up on the 1 marker. As a tank, you're already kind of like it's already known that main tank or tank 1 takes a left eye, and off tank or tank 2 takes the other eye. So right here we're just pre-positioned slightly outside to like show like this is the eye I'm taking. Make sure you have tank stance on as a tank because it's aggro based for the auto attacks. And we go to the 1 marker because Alfino is here. He's gonna take a AoE, and then someone random from the party is gonna take the other tether right here. It's random, but you just stand still and like as soon as they become targetable, you immediately gain this passive. What this passive does is pretty much it lets you damage both eyes. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna follow in and I'm gonna start building aggro. Whatever is happening on on both sides, it is the same thing. So right now, don't worry that I have DPS on my side. They're patting the fuck out of the eyes. But usually, so the other tank is gonna grab aggro and then they're gonna come back as they're doing it right now. Because we're gonna have it split into supports and DPS. So we're gonna have a healer, we're gonna have a tank, another tank, and a healer. On the other side, you're gonna have your range, you're gonna have your melee, and then another range. So basically, as you can see, we're literally the same. So the very first thing that we have to think about is it's this debuff right here. If you're a melee, you want to start with red. If you're ranged or healer, ranged in general, you want to start with blue. So what would happen if, like right now, I have the opposite? Well, we just go middle. And then you do a sandwich right here because you're gonna exchange your tether and then you're gonna have a debuff that just says that you're gonna change it right now. Like you get a small debuff of 3 seconds that you're gonna change it in those 3 seconds. So now both tanks and both melees, as you can see on the party, they have their respective reds, and they're gonna go to respective yellow orb. The yellow orbs are always the east and westmost. This one, and you're gonna let it grow a little bit. Just like right now, usually by this timing, so like you're gonna see it appear, right? You're gonna see it appear. We go in exchange, and then it grows. Once it grows, you go and pop it. Then we're gonna be split. So right here, tank 1 goes with their healer 1. Tank 2 goes with their healer 2. They are in north, I am in south. So if you want to also look at it, at least from the tank perspective, I'm going down towards south or to the left, doesn't matter. And they're going to be standing like right in front of it. You can stand right here as a range in the hitbox and just wait until the blue orb grows again. But the yellow orb has to be taken as soon as it grows. So they go, they exchange, now they have red. Why do we do this? I'm going to tell you in a little bit. But for now, our first half is done. Now they go and pop it. So you're gonna be thinking like, what is the red? What is the blue? Okay. So whoever has the red, whenever they take damage, they damage the right eye. Whoever has blue and they take damage, they heal the eye. And you don't want that. So what's gonna happen right now is that we already, by this point, all the melees have blue and all the tanks have blue. Meanwhile, the ranged, this is still the healer 1, healer 2, and on the other side, they're range 1, range 2. And the melees did the same thing, where like melee 1, melee 2. So don't worry about if you gap close immediately as soon as they become targetable, you're fine. Like the snapshot is actually like milliseconds before they actually become targetable, so don't worry about that. So you would ideally want to start doing damage on the west eye or right eye. But right here I'm doing, double odd. It is what it is. Usually we're positioned, like I said on the other video, ranged melee, melee ranged, just to like, where you're going, range 1, range 2, melee 2, like that, So 8 bound and debuffs appears. I'm a melee, I need red. I literally just go towards my eye. I wait. It grows one time, we wait. Right here. They grow a second time. We go and pop it. It's a, it's a body stack. And I go for my ranged. And then I move. And then right here, I'm just waiting. Because like that's already the first half of the mechanic. I go and dot the other one. Don't worry about it. Then right here, Mirage Dive is going to happen. So the ranged are going to be standing in this position. And at least for the range, the only thing they have to think about is if they got hit first by the first dive. So they also have a prio system, as we do for tanks, melees, and the first dives. So what is this prio system? At least for us tanks, since we're blue, we're gonna have to change this right here in a little bit, because the dives always go into the red people. By the way, like if I wasn't mentioning it right now, I'm gonna mention it right now. The dives go on red people. So whoever's blue is in the middle. So the order is tanks into melees into first dives. With this out of the way, tank 1 is gonna look this way, looking, northwest counterclockwise. Tank 2 is gonna look the other way, from northeast counterclockwise. What does this mean? Is that tank 1 will look for these specific ones. This one, this one, this one, but never this one. And the same applies for me. As the off tank, I'm gonna look for this one, then this one, but never this one, because it's guaranteed by the other tank. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. The same goes for melee, and the same goes for first dive, except for specific cases. What if the healer 1 and the range 1 got hit? That would basically mean they're almost as if like, since they're different, they're split up right here. That means like range 1, their prio system is like this, always, no matter what. And then healer 1, which is northeast, they're always having this prio system. But what would happen if they get hit by their same group? What if both healers get hit? Now, one of the healers has to adjust. Same would go like, what if both range get hit? One of the range has to adjust. In this case, healer 1, since they're northeast, they're gonna start from northeast clockwise. And then healer 2, they would start northwest counterclockwise. You're gonna see it in this specific view. So right here, Mirage Dive is the actual caster for the dives. Dives go out, both healers got hit. We go out, we exchange it as a tank. As I said, I look northeast, it was northeast, southeast, so the other tank goes southeast. And both healers go in. So right here, this is the second one, this is for melees. Melee 1 would start looking northwest, and it was northwest in this case. Melee 2 would look northeast, and then it's over here. This is the other dive, so they would go southeast. They go and split up, they go and exchange. Don't look at it. Don't worry about the Kotang. He was going to get the other eye. Don't worry about this. This is the third dive. This third dive is for the people that got hit first. So in that case, it was the healers. So as we said, healer that was here, which is healer 1, they would start, northeast, going clockwise, and healer 2 would go and take from northwest counterclockwise. And you're gonna see they're gonna be split up. They go and they take it. A fourth dive goes on, but that's about it. Like, there's no more dives, there's no more changes. The fourth dive is just there to like do more damage, and then that's it. By this point, if you actually took enough damage, this eye is already dead. And as you're healing, the right eye is dying. The right eye gets less HP the more you heal. And the left eye, that's what it's named. They're actually like, they're... The left eye is on the east side and the right eye is on the west side. Looking at it to north, they're actually opposite, but don't worry about that. Like, we're usually calling them, like by what they say on the on the bar, or basically what their color is, because this one is red and the other one is blue. So after that, if you actually did it correctly, you're now in intermission. And remember, tanks, melees, and first dives. So this is for tanks. Healers got a hit. Healers have their own prio system that they have to follow. Right here, this is for melees. I'm melee 2, northeast, clockwise. Okay, I go for the southeast one. And then the first dives. I got hit again. So right here, I just wait. If you got hit, you go in. If you're the first dive, you go in and you prepare yourself for the third dive. If you got hit first, which is always the range and the healers. For me, since I was the second one, I just, I get changed and then I go middle and I just wait. My mechanic is done. And again, right here, Steven Rage is just a cast bar that you just mid, and then you have a little bit more time, but usually they should be dead by now. So they're dead, and then now you're in intermission. Okay, so now in this case, I managed to get footage for ranged. So eyes, basically, as I said, you're gonna be split into melees and ranged. And ranged, what I'm doing can be basically mirror for healers too. So right here, since I'm a DPS, like I usually want to be start attacking the west eye or named right eye, and I'm gonna be standing here, as I said, with melees, they want to start with red. With us as range, we want to check. I'm trying to cleave, by the way, don't worry about this. Right here, I want to start with blue. If I start with blue, I literally don't have to go middle. I just stand in front of it. Right now, nowadays, of course, we have the side eye right here. I mean, the arrow on the side of the eye. If not, I mean, it's just the same as standing like right in front of it inside the hitbox. That's what I'm doing right now. It's because like before we didn't used to have those arrows, so we just stand in front of it. I'm chilling. I'm just waiting. I'm range 1 in this case, by the way. Range 1 is usually the fist range. Range 2 is usually the caster because of the positioning in World War 2. But right about now, it's like, okay, melee comes in. Okay, I have red. Let them get out, or like get out, get away from me. So they can be either right here in the middle of the eye, or they can be like over here. It doesn't really matter as long as they're not on top of me. So right here, just wait for the blue orb to grow up, and you pop it. That's it. As a range is really that simple. Like you're just waiting. You start with blue, you wait in front of the blue orb, and then you pop it once it grows up. You're just waiting. Like the melee need to come to you. You're never going to the melee. The only time that you go to the melee is like right at the beginning, right here, when everyone's going in the middle to like mash them up and like make sure you have the one that you need. So this is an example of what to do whenever you're doing the Mirage dives. So you wait for the first dive, and like we talked already about it, like those first dives need to be careful of their own prio system. And guess what? This is the third dive by now, which is, both healers. And the fourth dive came to me. I didn't have to do anything. You can be that lucky. You can be as lucky as like I don't need to move. Like it's that simple. Like if I got hit by the second or third, or right now the fourth, well, second or third, I have to like, they're gonna come to me, they're gonna switch the tether, and then I'm gonna move middle. Right here, since this is the fourth dive, this fourth dive, I just got hit. There are no more dives. Like that's it, we're done. I didn't have to do anything. So now let me show you what would happen if I get hit. So Mirage dive is about to go off. This is for the first when the dives start happening, and this is the thing that I want to like show you. So now I got hit. I got hit first, so I'm getting the third dive. It's a guarantee if you get hit first, you're exchanging later. If I got hit, on the second set, I don't think about it. I just change the tether and I go middle and I just chill. So in this case, I actually have to think. That's why I'm showing it. So right here, since I'm range 1, I'm guaranteed, as I said before, northwest, counterclockwise. And my other range have to go northeast clockwise. So right here, we're waiting. I'm waiting. And I gotta remember, it can be any of these three possibilities, not this one. So with that in mind, I will start looking, of course, from northwest clockwise, counterclockwise, sorry. Oh, it's small northwest. I'm lucky, There it is. Boom. I change it. And then I just, you know, stay a little bit away. Boom, I get hit again. It doesn't matter because I'm getting healed. People need to get healed through here. And that's about it. Like, if you got hit first, just make sure that you remember your prio. If you forget your prio and you see your other range, you can adjust it the fly. Like, you have enough time. You can press your sprint if you want to, because you're not going to need sprint right now. And, you know, for the next minute, probably until you get to P5, you will get back up. But for now, like, this is it from ranged. So we're in intermission. We are going to have the small cutscene. We're going to go back in time. And we're literally going to do the same thing that we did in phase 1. Pure of heart. But there's a slight change. And it's like, now we have our LV3. Pure of heart is casting. Healers are going to be positioned wherever they want, you know. Usually you don't see them like this. You usually see them, you know, that way with their Proteans. But like this one works too because they're not clipping the party. Anyway. So right here, by the third GCD, you're going to use LV3. That is the first difference. Because using LV3 makes Horsefont actually be healable. And you're gonna, for the healers, you're gonna use heals that say the restores target's HP, not a party member. It has to be target. Benediction works on Horsefont, Tetragramation, you know, yada yada yada. As long as in the tooltip it says that it restores a target's HP. So right here, we're literally gonna do the same thing, but now we're gonna get more damage because of the shockwaves. The healers are gonna keep Horsefont alive. Range go out. We use our AoE mid. And they're gonna do the same thing, same thing that you did on phase 1. Same thing. Keep Horsefont alive, keep the party alive. Make sure this thing is reprised. And now we have to have another DPS check, the Spear of the Fury. By now, since it's, you know, Dawntrail and subsequent, the DPS check should be like more easier with time. I hope. But anyway, Pierce is gonna be, it is pretty much your DPS check. You do all the damage that you can, and then boom, it dies. Okay, if the Spear of the Fury dies, you go into phase 5. If Horsefont dies or you do not meet the DPS check, you go back to P2. But after that, we're going into phase 5, and for that one, I'll catch you guys on the next video.